Good morning, cohort 2. This is Monique Weeden coming from Baker High School via voice message this morning. I'm sorry I'm missing out on the good time, but we have ACT today and I'm an administrator on the test, so I apologize. I want to thank Ms. Dempsey for stepping in and being the presenter for us today. I know it's hard to explain others' ideas, so we decided to help out this way by recording our thoughts and our process for ourselves. I wanted to first say that this year, year two, I wanted to focus on my department and not so much my classroom and discern all the information that I've learned to others. Not saying that I have not done things in my own classroom, but I did try to help more with others in their classroom as well. I wanted to go up a little bit. Oops, that's the wrong way. Um, wanted to show you guys my Padlet that I had for um, my Matter posters that I used the strategy that sums it up for a review in my classroom, and I am going to try real hard. Let me scooch this over to open this link so you could see my hard work. Well, my students' hard work. Really, all I did was after the unit was taught, put out all the supplies you see, colored paper, pencils, pens, markers, and construction paper on in the posters, and they had to come up with what they would teach an eighth grader. I always use the eighth grade, sixth grade, fifth grade, somewhere around in there, somewhere younger that they could tell them what was going on. So this is a collection of all of my classes. So they worked about four to a group in about eight groups per class or somewhere around in there. And I also played Quizlet. My kids love, not Quizlet, I am so sorry. Quiz is uh, for review game for the EQT and other things, even for chapter test. They love it because they are able to answer the question. They have their own computer, and they are able to still race each other and see who's going to win with the most points. But it's a little bit more on the analyzing end. It gives them the questions they got right and wrong for themselves on each one of their computers so they can see individually what's right and what's wrong and what they need to work on. Usually I tell them to mark it on their study guides. Here's a paper slideshow I did with balance and chemical equations using Skittles. And then my focus shifts a little bit to other people's classes. Here's Mr. Stallin's 10th grade biology class using the MacBooks on Gizmo simulation labs, which if you've ever used Gizmos, they were awesome, but he has his own subscription, so he has that. And here's Mrs. Norman's marine biology class doing movie trailers on the MacBooks. Um, that I uploaded to YouTube to share with you guys, and it's on the endangered black spider monkeys. Let's see if I can get this thing to play. I love that video. I even love the fact that the kids put in their own information in the credits, and they made their own movie production company. I thought that was pretty cool. Here's a picture of Mrs. Stevens' AP Environmental class doing, they're working on their movie trailer. Movie trailers are an awesome way to summarize what's happening because it only takes about a minute or so to put up all the images, not a lot of text, and still convey the same thoughts. Here is a SAMR model that I used in department meeting. I passed out to everyone so they could plan to use technology. You start with your Bloom's taxonomy verb in the center, and you work your way out to the application that could help with that using technology. And then here is Mr. Williams's physics class actually graphing their data onto a graphing software program, not using the internet, but getting real-time results by using the information that they just did in the hallway when they were doing their motion graphs. And last but not least, let's blow this one up. Here's a picture of my Nearpod lesson that I did with my kids using thermochemistry notes from myself, and I input them into Nearpod along with questions for understanding, some graphs that I had, even a video from Discovery Education that they had to log into and view, and they all had their own device to do it, even though I was in control of the entire lesson using my iPad. And that is going to do it for me. I'm going to turn it over to Allison. Thank you very much. And thank you, Erin, for all of the things you've helped me with. And we've had a really good time over the past 2 years. I appreciate it. Bye bye.